Justin Fields will be an Atlanta Falcon. Now, there's some fans out there that want this to happen, and there's some fans out there that don't want this to happen, and there's a majority of the fans out there that just want something to happen. Now, recently, Jeremy Fowler came out with a report reporting on the status of free agency and what Kirk Cousins has to do with that. He basically highlighted not only the current pending status of Kirk Cousins and his free agent process, but the potential suitors for Kirk Cousins. Now, in this report, Jeremy Fowler said something that was extremely interesting that makes me believe that Justin Fields is the next quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. Now, in this report, they were talking about the future of Kirk Cousins, and Jeremy Fowler was talking about teams that are potentially interested in him. He says the interest in Atlanta is there, but they are working through the money, and they are looking at, quote, budgetary decisions when it comes to Kirk Cousins. Now, some of you may be saying, hey, they're looking how much money they're going to spend on Kirk Cousins, which that might be true. The way I interpreted it is that the Atlanta Falcons organization is being conscientious with their money. They're looking at the overall need of the team, and they're trying to figure out how much they want to allot to each position that they need in free agency. Now, within this, we all know Kirk Cousins is going to demand $40 to $50 million for the next 2 to 4 years. Depending on what you say, what report you read, it's going to be around that $40 to $50 million range. Now, what was interesting is that Jeremy Fowler reported that the Atlanta Falcons are thinking about budget and having budget decisions. To me, this says they are really trying to figure out if they want to pay $40 million for Kirk Cousins on a team that has additional needs. Yes, this is a playoff contending team currently, but they still have needs. Corner, receiver, some secondary backup, that's a need. So when he comes out with this report saying they are not only trying to figure out the money, but they're trying to figure out the budgetary decision. If Atlanta was 100% in on Kirk Cousins, it really wouldn't matter how much they would have to spend because they would spend it regardless to get that quarterback. So if they're mulling the idea, they're thinking about the idea of how much money they have to spend, I think that's a telltale sign that they're not willing to spend it on Kirk Cousins. And to take it a step further, they are trying to fulfill the needs of the team in free agency. I know quarterback is a big need, but they can fulfill that need with a cheaper option. I'm not just saying Justin Fields, but for instance, Baker Mayfield. Now, will I think Kirk Cousins will be a great addition to Atlanta Falcons? 100%. I think if they can get a quarterback that will elevate their quarterback play from what they had last year, this is a playoff contending team. So nothing wrong with Kirk Cousins. But I think, especially from that report from Jeremy Fowler, the Atlanta Falcons are going to identify a way to get a good quarterback for cheaper than that $40 million that Kirk Cousins is going to demand and put some of that money to fulfill the additional needs seen within the program. Thus, I personally believe they are going to get Justin Fields on that rookie deal he's still on. Invest in some cornerstone pieces, such as Jaron Allen, not Jared Allen, but the Allen guy from Jacksonville, the guy from Minnesota, or even go to receiver Ridley, whatever it is. They're going to spend some of that money to bolster the entire team while also having a very serviceable quarterback in Justin Fields. So, will Atlanta be getting Kirk Cousins? According to that report from Jeremy Fowler, and according to my personal opinion, no. Because if they're mulling over the money, that means they're truly not willing to spend it. If you're deciding personally, if you want to spend $500,000 on a car, or if you want to spend $100,000 on a car, and you're really, 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 really weighing the pros and cons of that $500,000 car versus that $100,000 car, you're probably not going to buy that $500,000 car. Especially if that $500,000 car is good. It's a really, really, really good car. It's a luxurious car that will get you where you need to go. But that $100,000 car may not fit your needs, but it will still get you where you want to go. It's still a nice luxury car. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications. We are on a journey, and I want you to be a part of it. And if you're interested in seeing more videos about the Atlanta Falcons and who I think will be the next quarterback, check this video out right here. And like always, peace.